Chowdhury, Pep Talk UK, joined by the Westgate Warrior, Mr. Isaac Lowe. How you doing, Isaac?
Good, Tal, good. Excited, a week away from fight night, so all good in the hood.
Fighting out of Bolton. New venue, is it?
Fighting in Bolton, yeah, the Reebok Stadium. So first time fighting there, but looking forward to it. Going to be a bit strange, obviously, with no fans out there, but it's no, I'm not used to. Being an old gypsy boy, I'm used to we all be know the old fights and that, so it'll be all right.
I'm sure you're going to leave one of the fire exits open for a few of us to sneak in. What do you reckon, Isaac?
There'll be a few of the boys in the car park waiting for anything kicking off.
Isaac, it's good to see you active. How's lockdown been treating you?
Lockdown there, it's just been like, I suppose to everyone else, some days have been good, some days have been shit. Do you know what I mean? Especially with this weather lately, and that's been cold, Chris. But I suppose it is what it is. It's been a frustrating 13 month for me. Obviously, not fighting. Last time I fight was February, but not just for me. I think it's for 99.9% of the fighting. It's been hard times for everyone. So it's for me personally, it's just trying to keep active and keep doing a bit of training and keep doing a bit of running, keeping my mind focused, keep doing things. The most important thing is my family's healthy and safe. I'm healthy and good. So that's the most important thing. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully we can get out of this and everyone's back to normal and everyone get back with their lives.
See, if I was face to face, I wouldn't do this, but I can do this right now. I can stroke your beard and say beard game strong. Nice. Yeah. Come up there, Isaac. Nice beard there. Nice bit of hair.
Yeah. It's cold being in lockdown, no barbers open, and obviously in training, obviously for the fight, and that I don't want to be going anywhere, risking getting COVID. So I'm gonna see how long I can grow it now. I'm looking like you now, aren't I?
Yeah. Oh well, look, I've got the same problem with the barbers with you, but
I think mine's better than yours, like.
Well, I'm not going to argue with a guy that can box the way you can. I'd rather not get the left and the rights in. You've been training out of Tyson's new gym, Morecambe. What's it like? What's the facilities like there?
10-star, perfect. Really enjoyed it. Obviously, the last 4 camps for us really we've always been abroad. It's nice just to train back at home and have a camp at home, fighting at home. Nice to be around my family and training. It's obviously camps are good when you're going away sometimes, but when you're going away for 10 and 11 weeks away from your family and especially another side of the world with the time zone different, it's very hard sometimes. And it's all good to start off with, but as any fighter knows, deep in camp you get used to like a bit quiet time. Sometimes you'd like to be around family, so it's been nice for this camp to train at home. I said the gym's about half a mile away from where I live. To go back and come back and just chill with the family, it's been very nice, been enjoyable. So I'm expecting a good camp. I've had a good camp, so I'm expecting to put fireworks up next week.
Your last 3 fights, like you said, have been on the road. Las Vegas, a bit of a change from all the way in Las Vegas to the Reebok at Bolton, or does it not matter? Ring's a ring for you. Doesn't
make a difference. There's 4 ropes wherever you fight at. I'm glad to be back in there, all sunny Lancashire. It's where I'm from, so it'll be nice. It's nice to fight at home. As I said, when you're in that ring, there's only you and that person, so it doesn't matter where you're at. Do you know what I mean? If you're in the car park or if you're anywhere, it's you and him fighting, so it doesn't make a difference where it's at.
Back in February, I saw a little Twitter exchange talking about board games, Scrabble, and people's tummies with Mr. Jordan Gill, the Thrill. What was that all about?
The Thrill wants to go and sort his hair out with the fucking Phil. He's just trying to get himself a fight, isn't he, the fucking idiot? Obviously, he wants to fight. Well, he knows I'm on the Fury card, and obviously he's training as Dave Colwell. Obviously, Dave likes to be up Eddie's ass and likes to be on the big shows. So they'll be trying to get on the show. They know, obviously, they know for a fact that I'm on the show, so they're thinking it'd be an easy fight to make. But if it makes sense, obviously MTK's got the route for me. I'm ranked highly in every governing body. So we've got our own path. But if it makes business sense, money-wise, if it's good money and it makes sense and there's an eliminator for a world title there, then we'll consider it. But if it's not worth taking, then obviously we're not going out of our road for Jordan Gill. Jordan Gill needs me. I don't need Jordan Gill. So as I said, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about next Friday. I'll get that out of the way and then I'll sit down with my team MTK. And we'll take it from there. We've had 4 or 5 opponents, good high class opportunity could be on the card for so I am expected a top 10 opponent in June. It'll be whoever I fight, it'll be a big fight, and I imagine it'll be some sort of eliminator for a world title. So expect fireworks. And if it is that little gimp, I'd love to knock him out.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about Tyson Fury, about Anthony Joshua signing contracts. It's nearly done. It's almost done. It's nearly done. How confident are you of this fight taking place in June?
Oh, I don't know about June, maybe end of June, July, but it's 1,000,000% would take place. Listen, the fight was always signed. The fight was signed last year, wasn't it? You know what I mean? I think the problem at the minute in time is, obviously, I don't know, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not involved with it, but I think it's concerning a venue, and obviously if it's abroad, the travel, obviously, can people travel there? If it's going to be in the UK, can they get 80,000 in Wembley? Will it be all right? It's all right making an event, but an event of that size needs to make sure it passes everything. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what maybe the delay is. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all right saying, "Oh, we'll fight in Abu Dhabi this year," but if none of the Brits can fly over there, or even to America, if they can't fly over there, then it's pointless flying over there, because the tourists for what will go there will cost millions. You know what I mean? If it's in Vegas, imagine how many Brits will go over there. Do you know what I mean? Vegas will earn a fortune off the tourists. Do you know what I mean? So that's where the money comes into play, the site fees. But at the minute, no one can fly anywhere, and there's all this 10 days lockdown thing, what you have to do when you come back. So even if you come into the UK, now you've got to stay and spend 10 days in a hotel. And can 80,000 be allowed in Wembley in June? I doubt so. So I think there's a lot of things what needs to take place yet, but I think there's light in the tunnel. I think it will take place, and I think it will be June. I think it will be July. And I also think my man will knock him out before you ask the question.
You run with the big man. I know you and the Gypsy King go on these long runs, and I know he loves the natter. Is he in your ear? What's he talking to you about whilst you're on them runs? Or is it just Rocky mode and he's got his headphones on and he's singing along and running along?
Oh, we don't talk about anything. Listen, trust me, I'm with him 7 days a week. We don't, even myself on him. Any fighter probably tell you, when you're a fighter and you're around fighting 24/7, when you go out and do your runs, you're just happy to talk about day-to-day life, or we are anyhow, about just doing our normal day-to-day jobs. We don't consider about the fight. That's what we pay managers and lawyers for, that they get down to do all the work, and we get the green light. And when they tell us the green light, when we're on or not, and what the date is and what the situation is, then we're ready. But we don't get excited about it, because what's about getting excited about anything here if it's not going to happen? Do you know what I mean? You just wait till it's 100% confirmed and done, and then you start rolling your sleeves up and start knuckling down. But till then, you just take day by day and just do what you do.
Another pal of yours, Billy Joe Saunders. I interviewed him earlier on in the week. Big fight with Canelo. Big
massive fight. Well, Billy Joe's been there crying for this fight for the last 2 or 3 years. And do you know what? I'm so glad he's got it, because he deserves it. He's a 2-time world champion, and I think these last couple of fights, because he's never been fighting the high what he wants is, he knows he's too good for them. He's only been performing to the standards. But now I think Billy Joe needs to be at his best. Everyone knows that. He knows that himself. But if anyone can do it, it's Billy Joe, and I 1,000,000,000% believe in him. He's got the footwork, he's got the spill, he's got the hook, he's southpaw, he's got everything what Canelo doesn't like. And he's fit enough and he's strong enough to keep him off. Obviously, if he plants his feet and starts standing with Canelo, then you're making it a very hard work. He knows not to do that. But there's one thing what Billy Joe's got, what no other fighter's had since before Canelo. He's got balls. He's got heart of a lion. He's just the traveller blood in him. And I know for a fact you need to shoot him or kill him to name to that canvas. I know one thing: Billy Joe will go in there and give it everything he's got, and he'll come out and hold his head high. And I do believe the best Billy Joe will beat him. I think as I said, he has to be super fit. He has to be focused for 36 minutes of the fight, and I think he's capable of doing it. And as I said, if anyone's going to do it, it's Billy Joe.
I've seen Billy sparring, and fortunate enough, we get to see Billy spar. He's not scared of the big boys either. He'll jump in with the light heavies and the cruisers.
That's what I mean. Not interested.
Everyone's talking about Canelo's power, and yes, I respect Canelo's power, but first he has to catch him, and secondly, Billy can take a punch.
Yeah, you've got to catch him. Listen, it's a true saying. You can't hit what you can't. You can't hit what you can't see. Do you know what I mean? And Billy Joe is very quick at moving. He's very good reflexes. You can read a shot coming from anywhere. Do you know what I mean? From in, close, out, and he's very good countering. So, listen, Canelo might take Canelo if he keeps trying to swing him, trying to bomb him out, and he's missing. He's tiring. Billy Joe's catching him and swinging. He might lay one in himself. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a good fight because it's not like he's going to be fighting a Callum Smith who's going to be tuck up his hands around his head and it's easy to hit. Billy Joe's going to be the hook with his opponent. His fought. He's going to have to be patient. He's got to be he's got to be patient. He's got to weigh his way. But I just honestly believe it's Billy Joe. I think Billy Joe's going to upset everyone again. So remember the May 8th, another Gypsy bad boy taking over.
One thing I look at you when I see you, Isaac, you fight on
I'm
cards.
a sexy motherfucker, aren't I?
Well, I see you fight on cards with the likes of Tyson on that card. And I know you've got a boxing brain and you're a boxing fan as well. How difficult is it when you're preparing for your own fight and you know your pal's going to be fighting as well on the same night? It must double the nervous energy for you. Or do you just like...
Yeah, it does, but it does, but when I fight, I'm under control and relaxed because I know it's me inside the ring. I can control my own body. I'm more nervous and fucking for lifts, just like when Tyson's fighting, or if Billy Joe was fighting, I'd be probably more nervous to them at ringside than I would my own self. Because once it's same for them. If you're in the box ring yourself, you're under control. You know you're doing it yourself. Do you know what I mean? You're more focused on yourself and you're confident in yourself. But so yeah, it is nervous. But obviously, when you're a fighter, you've got a job to do yourself. You only what I think about is my own fight, and once I get my own fight out the way, make sure I come through that first and foremost. Then I worry about Tyson. But listen, I'm confident that whoever he fights and whoever I fight and whoever only one of my teammates fight, I'm confident when you train with someone, they're going to do the job.
Well, I hope you get rid of the ring with us next Friday, because all eyes, without looking past the opponent next Friday, all eyes are going to be on the next fight you have, and I hope it's a good one. I think you've waited patiently, 13 months out of the ring, I think it is, since your last.
Yeah, I think everyone will be excited for the next one. I think get through this, please God, no injuries, and then whoever it is, but it'll be a big boy. It'll be a good fight. It'll be a 50-50 fight, and it's a one what I want because it's one what I want to show everybody I'm capable of to facing these big boys and showing them a world level fighter. So be patient, it's coming.
Now, something I want to say on a personal note is, as much as everyone's good in and around boxing and everyone's busy, in and around ringside, whenever I've met you, in and around weigh-ins, when everyone's dehydrated, Isaac Lowe's always got a smile on his face. He's always got something good to say, and he always makes time for everyone, irrespective of who they are. So on a personal one from everyone at Pep Talk, Isaac, just carry on being you. Keep talking straight, talking like you do. We're going to be cheering you on.
That's me. Listen, you've got to have a smile on your face and you've got to enjoy life. So never take it too serious and just say how it is. Whatever's on your mind, just let it go. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, but who gives a shit? It's all fun and games.
Anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Just all my sponsors, mybay.co.uk. One Hydrate who sorts me out and looks after me with my drinks. Obviously, my manager team, MTK, MJ Catteroy, Banks and Lions. Ghost Promotion, just everyone who supports me and follows me, just thanks so much, because during this pandemic, the back being, they've kept me going. So a great guys to them, and all the fans out there who support me, thanks very much. Keep on the journey. I know it's been a frustrating 13 months, but it's been for everybody. First and foremost, we've got our health and strength, so that's good. And then we'll kick on. 2021's coming. There's going to be fireworks.
I'm going to give a thank you to Jack Bateson as well, the sparring partner, and all the others you've had, because he's
a thanks very much, Jack. You give me a black eye, you little fucking bastard. I'll kill you.
Well, Isaac, you are an absolute superstar. Yeah, I heard it was a right tear up, so he's a good man as well. So happy
we always have a tear up. Wouldn't it be me if I didn't have a tear up, wouldn't it? Fucking hell.
Well, from everyone at Pep Talk UK, you stay well and stay blessed, brother.
Thanks very much. Have a good day. God bless. Bye-bye.